in this video we will see how you can dual boot your PC with Kali Linux and Windows 10. I will be going to show you whole process how you can install it safely, and I have already made a video how to remove it safely, so you can check out if you want to uninstall Kali Linux or any other OS which is dual booted on your PC. So let's see how you can install Kali Linux. And after this video we will upload some videos describing how to hack, how to use different hacking tools on Kali Linux. So stay tuned and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the notification first.
So first of all, open Rufus and first select your pen drive here, and now at the second point you will have to select Kali Linux ISO. The Rufus and Kali Linux links are in description, download it from there. And now you can see here it's ready. You don't have to change any options, simply click on start and use the DD image mode to make the bootable pen drive. And now it will say the data will be formatted. Click on OK. Backup if any data is in your pen drive. Click OK again, and now it will delete all the partitions if there are multiple partitions on your pen drive, and it will start writing the image. You can see now it's writing the image. The bootable pen drive is being created, and now what you will have to do is after this is created, because it will take time, I will move on to next part of video. After it will be created, at the place of writing image there will be written ready. You don't have to click on start again, you will have to click on cancel, and the bootable pen drive will be made. So we will meet in the next part of the video.
So after creating bootable pen drive, what you will have to do is you will have to partition volume or hard disk space for your Kali Linux, and to do that you will have to enter into disk management. If you don't know how to enter, just click on Windows key and type in DISK, and this option will come here. Click on open and it will be opened. So what you will have to do here is just right click on the volume which you want to shrink and select shrink volume. It will take some time to load depending upon your processor speed, and as you can see it has opened, and you will have to enter the amount of space to shrink. I will shrink it to 50 GB, that is 50,000, and you can see here 50,000, and total shrink space or total size after the shrinking will be around this. It will be depending totally upon your size, and I will click on shrink, and it will take some time to shrink, so wait until it is finished. You can see my has finished, and I will just leave it unallocated, because in installation we will allocate this to this system. So after making partition, what you will have to do is you will have to boot into UEFI mode, or what we can say into your BIOS. So I will just go into power and click on it, and just while clicking the restart button you will have to press shift key, and then holding shift key you will have to click on restart. So here are the advanced options. What you will have to do is you will have to go into troubleshoot and UEFI firmware settings. If you don't have this type of setting, you will have to boot into BIOS using key combinations depending upon your system. So go and search on Google which combination work for your system, and click on UEFI and click on restart, and now it will boot into BIOS, and we will see what we will have to do there. So this kind of option will come on your PC if your laptop is from HP. My laptop is from HP, so I will choose the BIOS one, which is F10 key. So I will press the F10 key and it will boot into BIOS. So now here what you will have to do is you will just have to go into security option, and if there is any option named secured boot, you will have to disable it, because it will prevent you to install Kali Linux. So now go into system configuration, and you will see boot options here. So hit enter on boot options, and now what you will have to do is just enable if USB boot is disabled. Okay, and now also you will have to take the USB or DVD drive above the OS boot manager. So you can see here I have only one OS installed, which is Windows, and I don't want to do change anything here. My USB is already at first, so you will have to change if your USB is down the order. Okay, so now you will have to click on escape again, and exit. And you can see here Kali Linux installer has started, and I will choose the graphical install for this, because in install we will get some command like UI, which I don't want. So it will take some time to start, and you can see it has started. It is asking for language, I will choose English. It is asking for location, I will choose India. And it is now asking for keyboard layout. American English is the best layout for every PC. You can use any other layout if it suits you. Okay, and hit enter, and now it will detect the installation media, and it will load the installer. So as you can see now, Ethernet cable and Wi-Fi both have came here after detecting, and I will use wireless here and hit on enter. If you have Ethernet connected, you can use Ethernet also. And now it will say configure the network, so make sure your Wi-Fi is turned on. So my Wi-Fi is turned on. I will choose my Wi-Fi and choose the security on my Wi-Fi and enter the password. So this is my password. You can connect anytime you want. So as you can see, network configuration has been finished, and now it is asking for host name. I will keep it as Kali, and domain name I will keep it as blank. And now it's asking for user and password. So I will give the username as you can do anything. I will give username as hacker, and now it will ask you to select username for your account. I will give hacker7 and click on continue. Now it will ask for password. I will type in my password. So I have set my password, and now I will click on continue, and now it will start detecting disk where we can install. So now we will have to select disk for our root partition, and I will also show you how you can set the swap area for Kali Linux. So now here you can see you will have to select manual, and then you will have to check where is the free space we made. You can see here 52.4 GB of free space is here, and I will select this space and click on new partition, and I will use around 46 GB from it for my main partition. I will select beginning, and now what you will have to do is you don't have to change anything here. You will just click on done setting up the partition, and now you can see 46 GB has been allocated, and now the left 6 GB will be used as swap area. So you will have to go to use as, and now here you can see swap area. So select as swap area, and now done setting up the partition and finish partitioning and write to the disk. And here what it will ask is, if you continue your data will be gone. So we don't have any data, so I will click on yes, and now it will partition disk and start the installation of Kali Linux. It will take some time, so I will skip the video, and we will meet in the next part of the video soon. So now it will ask to configure the package manager, and it will ask for HTTP proxy. I will keep it empty, and now it will scan the mirror for installing some extra applications on Kali Linux. So now as you can see, the software selection screen is more on my monitor, and now what you will have to do is you will have to select the software which we want to install. I don't want to install any extra
Okay, so
software
now
for
we will
now,
have to select
so
a
I
display
will
manager for this, and I will
remove
use
all these
GDM3 as
software
my
which
display
are
manager.
extra to the system. And okay, though, so I want to install these three. You don't have to remove these two because these are system, and this is also, this makes no effect, so removing it or not removing it will don't have any effect. You can also use Genome as your graphics driver, which is desktop environment for Kali Linux. So you can also use Genome if you don't like XFCE. So I will click on continue here, and it will retrieve files, and you can see here 20 seconds are remaining. So as this is finished, I will meet you in the next part of video, because this might take a longer time than 5 to 10 minutes. So we will meet in the next part of the video again, and stay tuned because installation hasn't been finished yet. We will So now you can see it is installed, so I will click on continue, and while continuing it will finish this, and you will have to remove your pen drive from your computer or your laptop. So I have removed the pen drive. Now it will load into the grub bootloader, and you will see a screen asking you that which OS you want to boot. So now it will boot into Kali. The options are Kali or Windows. It will come every time you will boot into your PC. So you will have to select Kali here, and now you can see Kali Linux has been installed on your PC or your laptop, whichever device you are using, and we will now boot into Kali Linux. And this was the video how to install Kali Linux or how to dual boot your PC with Kali Linux and Windows. So please like and subscribe, and check other contents also. I hope you have watched other videos. If you haven't watched any, if you haven't subscribed my channel, subscribe the channel, watch other videos also. I will feel happy if I can help you in any matter. Thank you for watching.